I'd ask Sanjeev sir to welcome Dheeraj sir.
सबसे पहले तो एज ए सीनियर और छोटे भाई के रूप में वेलकम कर रहे हैं। और सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है कि मैं इस प्लेटफॉर्म से एक मैसेज भी देना चाह रहा हूँ कि जब हम लोग मिलते हैं, बात करते हैं, तो जस्ट एक हम लोग का एक रिलेशनशिप इस तरह से बीएन कॉलेज का और पटना यूनिवर्सिटी का बन गया है कि वी आर नाउ फैमिली, जस्ट लाइक जब भी टॉक करते हैं तो वी आर जस्ट लाइक फैमिली मेंबर। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी चीज है जो मैं अपने जूनियर्स को और आने वाले जनरेशन को इस प्लेटफॉर्म से एक मैसेज देना चाहूंगा कि जो हम लोग अपने सीनियर्स के प्रति, सीनियर्स को हम लोगों से चाहिए क्या, ओनली रेस्पेक्ट, और उसके बदले में हमको क्या कितना बहुत कुछ मिलता है, जिसका मैं खुद ही बहुत बड़ा एग्जाम्पल हूँ। और सर लोग जानते होंगे कि वट एवर वी हैव टेकन, वट ऑल ऑफ यू जस्ट गाइडेड अस एज ए सीनियर। जब भी हम लोग क्लास में कभी भी आ जाते थे, क्या पढ़ रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो, बाहर क्यों घूम रहे हो, आगे मास्टर्ड का तुम्हारा ये है, मतलब इतना सारा चीज हम लोग को, उसमें कोई ना कोचिंग था, ना कोई बायोटेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में हम लोग को कोई एक्सपोजर था। तो जो भी बुक्स का सिलेक्शन, पढ़ना, और एक थोड़ा डर सीनियर्स का बना रहता था कि कोई कॉलेज में देख न ले इधर उधर घूमते हुए, रोड पे कहीं मिल गए तो तुरंत क्लास ले लेते थे कि यहाँ कहाँ घूम रहे हो। तो ये सब चीजें जो उस समय थोड़ा कभी कभी लगता था कि सीनियर बहुत हम लोगों को ये करते हैं, लेकिन आज के डेट में लगता है कि नहीं, वो गार्जियनशिप और एक जो इन लोगों का गाइडलाइंस मिला, कहीं ना कहीं हम लोगों को एक डिसिप्लिन लाइफ जीने में, और दूसरी चीज है सक्सेसफुल होने में। और अभी तक कभी भी सर लोग से बात करते हैं तो जस्ट एज ए लगता है कि वैसे एक छोटे भाई की तरह बात करते हैं। और जो भी होता है, जो भी सीनियर्स हैं, सब लोग बहुत अच्छे से मतलब कॉपरेट करते हैं। सो वी आर वेरी थैंकफुल सर। और आने वाले जूनियर्स को भी बोलेंगे कि आप लोग इस तरह का माहौल रखिए, इससे हम लोगों को सिर्फ एडवांटेजेस मिलता है। और इतना बड़ा जो हम लोग, इतना बड़ा पेड़ जो एक ट्री के रूप में बीएन कॉलेज ले लिया है, सिर्फ ओनली ड्यू टू दैट डिसिप्लिन एंड रेस्पेक्ट टू द सीनियर्स। and just by these words we are welcoming our senior Dheeraj sir. Thank you.
थैंक यू संजीव। एक्चुअली देखो, तुमने सही बोला, ये हेल्दी इंटरेक्शन हमेशा काम आता है। ये तो लोगों ने रैगिंग करके माहौल इतना खराब कर दिया। अदरवाइज रैगिंग जब तक हुई है, एक पूरा एक ग्रुप बनता है। हमारा बीएन कॉलेज का ग्रुप है, मेरा रुड़की का ग्रुप है, और ये सारे जब तक रैगिंग चल रही थी बहुत अच्छा ग्रुप था। हम सब एक दूसरे को जानते थे। ये रैगिंग बंद होने पर हम जानना भी बंद कर देते हैं। हम नहीं पहचानते सबको, हम उनसे मिले नहीं होते हैं ज्यादा। एनीवे, ऑल द बेस्ट। मुझे भी अच्छा लगता है जब सारे लोग एक जगह दिखते हैं मुझे कि अच्छा बीएन कॉलेज का ग्रुप है, इनफैक्ट बिहार का ग्रुप है। सो
Sir, I'll give a brief introduction for you, sir, and then you can start. So as you all know about BIRAC, it is the Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, and it is a wing of the Department of Biotechnology. And this acts as an interface between industry and the academia, and it has a wide range of initiatives which help you for funding and other things. And as you all know, this word startup is nowadays very popular. So how you can use BIRAC, all these are important for future. And it's not that you need to be a faculty only to use BIRAC for your advantage. So BIRAC is that nodal agency, and Dr. Dheeraj Kumar is working there as a senior manager in the technical division for discovery and product development. He provides guidance and support for projects in the areas of vaccines, biosimilars, and drug development, clinical trials, and aquaculture. One moment. Yeah. So he also aids in building a unique collaborative network to enhance capacity and capability in the country for biopharmaceutical research. Further, he is involved in coordinating activities related to schemes like National Biopharma Mission Program, ATGC, ETA, and so on. Now, as you already know now, he is from BN College where he did his BSc. And then after that, he did his master's from IIT Roorkee, followed by PhD in molecular parasitology from BITS Pilani at Rajasthan. along with working at National Institute of Pathology at New Delhi. Further, he did his postdoctoral work on malaria at the US FDA and at the ICGB New Delhi. He has authored and co-authored several research articles in high-impact journals, mostly in the field of parasitology. So with this introduction, I welcome Dr. Dheeraj sir. The stage is yours.
Thanks, Piers. So, as you said that BIRAC is a government initiative. When I was doing postdoc, then I was wondering, okay, only research is means our next step. If you want to start a own company, then where we can go? Because that time I was wondering, and that time, in fact, in India there was not like a concept like BIRAC. BIRAC had came in the picture in 2012, and we feel that okay, there is a need of this kind of agency who facilitate all kind of work to start a startup, a small and medium enterprises company. So now I'm going to tell you what in detail. Okay, thank you. So good morning, everyone. BIRAC, it is Biotechnology Industry Research Assistance Council, and it is a public sector of Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. And the main role of BIRAC is creating a startup culture. And we are providing all kind of assistance for product development and academic collaboration. Next. So, as I told that it is a central agency and opened by Department of Biotechnology, and it is a single window for industry as well as academia, and the main role is empowering, enabling and accelerating the biotech innovation ecosystem. BIRAC is a not-for-profit Section 8 PSU under the aegis of Department of Biotechnology, Government of India. And its main strategy is on innovation research for affordable product development. And as a core development agency, BIRAC focuses on the entire product development chain from idea to pre-commercialization, in fact, commercialization also. Means we are providing assistance from the starting level, idea level. If you have idea and you want to do something, then come to BIRAC. We will provide all kind of assistance to change your idea into the product. Next. So these are our different scheme through we are providing support, and we are providing in the left side corner. You are seeing that this kind of work we are providing at BIRAC, like we are providing funding, we are providing capacity building, like manpower development, infrastructure development. We are providing incubation space, like suppose you have idea, you are a postdoc, you don't have a lab, you don't have a company, then where you are going to work? So come, we have incubator. Right now we have 51 bio incubator where you can incubate and start your company. We are providing all kind of instrumentation facility there from where you can start. Mentorship. We are just not as a funding agency like a bank that okay, come and get money. We are providing mentoring also. We have a range of expert for each area from national to international, and we are providing timely mentoring to all our applicant and all our grantee so that the product come in the market and it is on right time. अगर आप कहीं फंसते हो तो उसके लिए mentoring provide करने के आप कैसे आगे बढ़ो. We are providing support for field testing, validation, compliances, stakeholders connect. जितने भी बायोटेक में जो भी काम कर रहे हैं, चाहे वो गवर्नमेंट की एजेंसी हो, स्टूडेंट हो, कंपनी हो, एकेडमिया हो, इन सबको कनेक्ट करने का काम भी हमारा है. हम ये सारे करते हैं, सारे स्टेक होल्डर्स को एक दूसरे से कनेक्ट करते हैं कि हर हालत में प्रोडक्ट आना चाहिए मार्केट में. आपको हर प्रकार की सुविधा बायरैक प्रोवाइड करती है। एंजल्स वेंचर सेंटर, वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट, हम लोग डिफरेंट वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट के थ्रू फंड भी प्रोवाइड कराते हैं। बायरैक भी फंड देती है, हमारे वेंचर कैपिटलिस्ट के थ्रू भी आप लोन ले सकते हैं टू स्टार्ट योर कंपनी। International opportunities also, we are providing training and guidance. Right now we are Stanford, we have a collaboration with Stanford and other also, and every year we are sending 5 to 10 startup to Stanford to get training there, and it is for 15 to 30 days. So this kind of international opportunity also we are providing. Policy initiatives, we are in contact with, since we are from Government of India, so we have direct contact with DCGI, NITI Aayog, ICMR, and other funding agency. So with them, new policy we are also introducing for the product development, and different kind of partnership. Mission programs we are starting, like National Biopharma Mission Program, as we find that, okay, there is a need of vaccine, biosimilar, and for developing the vaccine biosimilar, we need different kind of infrastructure, manpower, funding, a large number of funding. So we have started National Biopharma Mission. Similarly, we have several other mission program also, like a snake bite, next generation anti-snake venom mission program, maternal child health, neonatal, and different kind of. And now in the center, you are saying that these are different schemes through which we are providing support and converting the idea to the product and into the launching into the market. Next. So our first scheme is Biotechnology Ignition Grant. It is our flagship program which provides support to young startup and entrepreneurial individual. Means if you have a fresh PhD, fresh postdoc, even MTech, BTech also, you want to start your company, then this scheme is our first stone. From here you can start. In this, we are providing support for 50 lakhs and 18 months. We are providing all the bioincubation facility, like in this picture you are seeing that this kit, C Camp, Venture Center, IKP, Sign Mumbai, Fit IIT Delhi. These all are our big partner through which you can connect and apply, and then after all the technical evaluation, we will provide support for 50 lakhs and all the incubation facilities there, all the instrumentation is there. You can work there and you can convert your idea to the product. We have, see in the highlights, we have supported till date more than 400 entrepreneurs, more than 400 startups we have supported. Through this scheme, more than 50 products are already in the market. Through this scheme, individual who have started and got the big grant, now more than 110 startup companies they have already opened. More than 100 IPs are filed. So these all are our impact of big. That okay, through big you can achieve something. Next. So after big is for idea to POC. If you have idea, then okay, your idea is working or not, you can work through the big scale and converting your idea to proof of concept that okay, your idea is working and it can be converted into the product. But in 50 lakh you can't develop a product. 50 lakh में तो आप नहीं कर सकते ना, उसके लिए और चाहिए, तो ठीक है. In big, we are supporting 50 lakhs for just converting your idea to POC. After that, we have another scheme. If you are successful in big, Then our another scheme is I4, that is BIPP, SIBRI, and PACE, and it is for POC to the market, commercialization state. And we support, in this scheme, we support biotechnological product technology development from proof of concept to pre-commercialization. Like if you are academic, if you are working at university or you are a faculty, then we have academic and research organization program, AIR and CRS. If you are a startup working as a new startup company or a established industry also, then SIBRI and BIPP. Okay, AIR. Okay, next. So this is intensifying the impact of industrial innovation. Okay, I4. So this program has been initiated to support the biotechnological product and technology development by strengthening the research and development capabilities of a startup, companies, LLP, academia, all to converting their POC into the product. And this program provides impetus for pulling the translation ideas past POC. And every time I'm saying that past POC. Once you have developed the POC through BIG or through AIR, then this scheme will come in the picture. And this after POC will taking them POC further along the innovation chain for validation, scale up, demonstration, and pre-commercialization of products and technology. So mainly these are for industry. We have two schemes for this: SIBRI and BIPP, a small business innovation research initiative. SIBRI, second biotechnology industry partnership program, BIPP. This SIBRI has been started in 2005. Next. So SIBRI and BIPP. I will tell you detail in about it, but right now I'm comparing that what is the difference between SIBRI and BIPP. Both are for industry, and both started after development of POC. But what is main difference? In SIBRI, we support initial validation, and the end point of the proposed study should be at TRL 6 or below. Okay, TRL 6. TRL is technology readiness level. Okay, and it is for different kind of study, and you can find all the definition of TRL at our web page. Like suppose if I'm saying that drugs, in the sense of drug, TRL 6 means you have to complete phase 1 clinical trial, then you will reach at TRL 6. If I'm saying that TRL 7 in drug or vaccine, then you have to complete the phase 2 clinical trial, then you will reach at TRL 7. So this kind of different kind of definition which you can find for each area. There is different technology readiness level. Like industrial biotechnology, it is different. Device diagnostics, it is different. Okay, in both SIBRI and BIPP, we are providing 100% from direct to primary company and as well as collaborating company, and it will 100% grant will up to 50 lakhs. 50 lakhs तक है तो हम 100% ग्रांट देंगे. अगर आपके प्रोजेक्ट क्वालिटी से ऊपर है, सपोज 60 लाख का प्रोजेक्ट है, 50 तो हम देंगे 100%. अब ये 10 लाख, इस 10 लाख में हमें 50-50 कंट्रीब्यूशन होगी. 5 कंपनी लगाएगी, 5 बायरेक देगी. 70 लाख का है, 50 lakh Bayrak complete. Then is 20 lakh में 10 company, 10 Bayrak. So after 50 lakh, 50% contribution in both the schemes, SIBRI and BIPP, and it is just for showing I mean how much a company is taking part, seriousness. It is showing that okay, if company is also investing money, then it will become, then he will serious about their work. Otherwise, if you are getting money from only BIRAC, then you can also think that, oh, हमारे पैसा थोड़े नहीं तो BIRAC का गवर्नमेंट का पैसा है, करो करो ना करो ना करो. That's right. So it is like this. And in BIPP, the end point of the proposed duties should be TRL7. And also in SIBRI, there is a capping that, okay, the maximum project cost will be 1 crore. While in BIPP, there is no capping. It can be 10 crore, it can be 50 crore, but 50-50 contribution. Next. So these are our thematic areas in which we are supporting projects like biopharmaceuticals. It includes drugs including drug delivery, biosimilars, regenerative medicines, stem cells, dendritic cells, vaccines, and clinical trials of all, agriculture, veterinary sciences, aquaculture, devices and diagnostic, environmental, energy and secondary agriculture, industrial biotechnology. These are our thematic areas in which we are getting proposal and in which we are providing support. Through our this 4 scheme, BIPP and SIBRI, it is for industry and startup, and this space also 2 scheme, AIR and CRF, it is for academia or faculties. Next. So for this, we announce 3 times in a year call, asking for proposal in 3 times in a year. And this call may be regular call, means in which you can, any kind of idea you can submit a proposal, but it is challenge based call also. Like right now, a call is announced on 15 July 2020, which is going to close on 31st August 2020. And it is a challenge based call according to the situation, COVID. So in this, we are asking proposal only for solving the problem of Corona. So this kind of regular and challenge based call, and based on the priority areas, we are advertising that, okay, we are asking proposal, and 3 times in a year. These are the timeline, that in first in February, second in June, third in October. This time, due to the Corona situation, we have shifted June to July. Next. So these are our evaluation process, that when you are submitting your proposal, how we are going to fund and what is all the process. Like we are announcing call, then you are submitting online proposal, then first it is evaluated by online, then after evaluating online, if you got selected, then we are asking you to come to present at BIRAC. If you are selected there, then we will come to your place. It is for site visit, that we will check that, okay, you have all the facility, and also for detailed discussion. After that, again, we will present the site visit recommendation to our technical committee. From there, if it is selected, then finally it goes to the Apex committee. Apex committee will have DST, DVT, ICMR, all the representative from the all funding agency, scientific as well as financial. And finally, the Apex committee approve the proposal. Next. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you in detail about this SIBRI, a Small Business Innovation Research Initiative. This scheme was launched in 2005. That time BIRAC was not there. Okay, so how this scheme came? If BIRAC was not, so this scheme was first initiated through the Department of Biotechnology itself, DBT. And when I was doing postdoc and PhD, that time when I was surfing that, okay, is there any kind of support I can get from government to start if I want to start my company or so on. So I found this only, SIBRI, a Small Business Innovation Research Initiative. So it is first of its kind. It is for providing support for early stage innovation focused in public-private partnership initiative in the area of biotechnology. It was the first scheme launched launched in India, and it facilitated innovation, risk-taking by small and medium companies, and bringing together the private industry, public institution, and the government under one roof to promote the research and innovation in the Indian biotech sector. Why I am saying that it is, yes, it is risk-taking company, risk-taking है because you are going to convert your POC to the product at initial level, initial validation. You are going to invest your money also, 50-50 contribution after 50 lakh. So there is a risk that okay, it will work or it will not work maybe, but there is a risk. But since it is the maximum capping here is 1 crore, in which you are getting 75 lakhs from Bayrak and 25 lakhs with your, so it is a small risk that okay, you are going to invest maximum 25 lakhs. If the product will come, then it's good. If not, then okay, you will lose only 25 lakhs. But it is the first kind, and we have very good response. Due to this SIBRI, this Bayrak came in the picture. Okay, means there is a need of this kind of facility, this kind of a scheme in the country. So Department of Biotechnology started SIBRI, and after that Bayrak. Next. So for SIBRI, what is the eligibility criteria? That Indian company means 51% share should be held by Indians having Indian passport. It is not for Indian means not that NRI or Indian overseas. Those who have Indian passport only are Indian. So 51% shares held by the Indian citizens. LLP are also eligible for this. And what is the funding guideline? So it is for up to 25 lakh. It is old. As I've already told that up to 50 lakhs, 100% grant by Bayrak, and after 50 lakhs, 50-50 contribution. This is our old guideline. Okay. Next. So this is overall impact of SIBRI in 15 years. We have supported 21% industrial biotechnology project, 20% agriculture project, 5% in vaccine clinical trial, because vaccine clinical trial needs more money, needs more time. So companies are not submitting more number of proposal in the field of vaccine clinical trials, but Rotabac, that is rotavirus vaccine, it has been developed through our SIBRI scheme, and Rotavac vaccine is the first Indian vaccine which is developed through Indian practice and Indian companies. So it is our successful story that okay, we have developed at least one Rotavac vaccine. We have also developed Pandiflu vaccine for Japanese encephalitis, and vaccine for other veterinary disease. 20% proposal from drugs and drug delivery, 22% from devices and diagnostic, biosimilar regenerative medicine, also 10%. We are also getting few number of proposals in the field of bioinformatics. So till date, we have received around 1500 proposals, and we have supported around, out of this 1500, we have supported 250 proposals, and through this number of IP filed 23, and already 33 product and technology has been developed. Next. So our next scheme is BIPP, Biotechnology Industry Partnership Program. So again, it is a public-private partnership scheme which promotes innovative research for development of transformational technology process in the biotech sector, and it is for high risk. because in this there is no capping of money. You can ask any amount of money for as a project cost depending upon your project, and we are ready to support. Next. So again, here also we are providing support to Indian company. This feasibility guideline is same for SIBRI as well as BIPP. But in this BIPP, there is a royalty clause also, that the company shall pay royalty to BIRAC at the rate of 5% on annual net sales of the product developed with BIRAC assistance. And this royalty shall be paid till the amount paid becomes equal to the amount of the granting aid. Suppose we have provided 1 crore, then after the product development, the company should pay the royalty till up to that, till that 1 crore will be paid. So this is the difference between SIBRI and BIPP. In SIBRI, we are not asking for royalty because it is a small amount. But in BIPP, we are asking for royalty because it is high risk and we are investing more amount of money, large amount of money. Next. So this is all impact of BIPP, that through this BIPP already 42 products and technology developed. We have invested 461 crores. We have generated 30 IP through this BIPP. 6 facility we have developed. We have developed facility for biosimilar development, like we have developed facility at Intas Pharmaceuticals. We have developed facility at Syngene. So till that in BIPP we have supported 193 projects out of 1072 projects received. So we are getting proposal, and after all the technical evaluation, mainly 11 to 13% projects got recommended. Next. Okay, so that BIPP and SIBRI is for industry and startup, but what about the faculty? So we are also providing support to faculty through our scheme PACE. And this PACE has 2 components. First, academic innovation research, and second, contract research scheme. This academic innovation research is little bit similar to BIG, but in this the eligibility is academia in the case of PACE. Okay, so in AIR also we are providing support to up to 50 lakhs, and it is for 18 months, and it is for the development of proof of concept. So AIR is for academia. Having a well-established support system for research shall be the primary applicant. Again, CRS is the academia, but in CRS, it is contract research service. So here, the primary applicant will be academia, and they have to come with a company in collaboration. What is the motto of CRS? That, okay, academia has developed a proof of concept. Now he wants to do some experiment which he can't do by their own self. Okay, he needs some industry to perform that experiment. Like suppose he is working at vaccine. Now he want to do preclinical trial or clinical trials. He can't do by themselves. So for this they need a company. So in this they have to come with a company that, okay, I want to do preclinical trials. We have this proof of concept established. So this Syngene or Limtalab and other company, this will do preclinical trial for me, and these are our collaboration. So they can come in contract research services scheme. Okay, next. So these are our impact of PACE. That till date we have supported 46 projects, and it is 37 are collaborative project, and funds till that we have given around 57 crore. And already 6 technology has been developed through this, and 2 IP has been generated. Next. So what is supported under PACE? Proposal with established proof of principle. See, proof of principle is something different from proof of concept. Proof of principle means, okay, your idea is working and you have proved your idea with limited number of lab experiments that, okay, your idea is working. So it is proof of principle. So if you have a established proof of principle, then you can apply under AIR, Academic Innovation Research. And if you have established proof of concept, then you will eligible for CRS. In AIR, you have capping of 50 lakhs. In CRS, again, there is no capping. So in I4, BIPP, SIBRI, AIR, and CRS, if your project is a proof of principle, then you are eligible for AIR, and beyond that, you are eligible for CRS, SIBRI, and BIPP. These are our TRL level that, okay, if your project is a TRL 3, then eligible for AR, and your project should be end at 3 in AR, 6 in SIBRI, and 7 and above in BIPP. Again, what is not supported by BIRAC? Okay, so if you are doing basic science, you are not going to support. Exploratory research, you are not going to support. Concept, without proper proof of principle and proof of concept, we are not going to support. Proposal without preliminary data and potential for product and technology development, we are not going to support. And funding cannot be used to support PhD student. Suppose, okay, अरे ये proposal डाल देते हैं, फिर PhD ये हमारे दो स्टूडेंट उनको पैसे मिल जाएंगे, और एकेडमिक रिसर्च नहीं, प्रोडक्ट आनी चाहिए. प्रोडक्ट ओरिएंटेड रिसर्च को ही हम सपोर्ट करते हैं. और ये फेलोशिप, रिसर्च फेलोशिप नहीं है कि ओके ये हम प्रोजेक्ट फेलोशिप देते, प्रोजेक्ट का ग्रांट देते हैं. इसमें ऐसा नहीं कि ओके जैसे ICMR में ये सारे फेलोशिप मिल जाती है, आपने वो सारे फेलोशिप लिया और अपना एक प्रोजेक्ट स्टार्ट कर देते हो. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. इट इज फुल ग्रांट फॉर प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट. नेक्स्ट. So right now we have this call is open, BIPP, SIBRI, and PACE, and what we are asking, that we are asking mainly for COVID-19. So these are that, okay, development of devices, diagnostic drug delivery system, assay, manufacturing process, and technology relevant to COVID-19. These are the list that, okay, what we are looking for the COVID-19. Actually, in the month of March, we have already announced a call for COVID solution, and there was a very good response for that call. And with the help of that call, we have supported a large number of projects for devices diagnostic, vaccine, new drugs, and we have supported 17 proposals for the development of new vaccine against this COVID-19. We are funding almost all the giant company of India in the field of vaccine manufacture and vaccine development to develop vaccine. We are supporting Serum Institute, we are supporting Biologically, Bharat Biotech, Genova, Cadila, almost all who are involved in the development of vaccine, we are supporting. And with this COVID call, we have supporting 17 vaccine proposal, and one of our candidate is already in clinical trial, that is from Zydus Cadila, and another few vaccine are going to in clinical trial very soon, by September. By September, our 3 to 4 vaccine candidate is going to be in clinical trial. So we are hoping that by January, February, we will have a vaccine for this corona. Next. So other than in the current call, other than this COVID, we are also asking research area related to healthcare, energy, environment, agriculture, secondary agriculture, veterinary science, and aquaculture. And these are the list that what we are actually looking for in these areas, because this is a challenge-based call, and right now it is ongoing. The last date of the project submission is 31st August 2020. Next. So that are the main scheme. Other initiatives for a startup are also like this Biotech First Hub. In First Hub, every month we are organizing a meeting in which we are calling people from DCGI, BIRAC, other industry and all, and they are interacting with each other. Like see, First Hub is open on every first Friday of the month at BIRAC office from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Officers from DBT, BIRAC, ICMR, CIDESCO, BASE, NIB and other relevant government organizations will be available for taking queries. Whatever you have query, that okay यार मेरा प्रोडक्ट को लाने के लिए क्या करना है, कैसे हम आगे बढ़े, आपके जो भी दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आता है कि कैसे आगे बढ़े, आप इस फर्स्ट हब के थ्रू आप आ सकते हैं. आपकी हर तरह की क्वेरी यहाँ पे फर्स्ट हब में सोल्व होगी. नेक्स्ट स्कीम इज फॉर IP development and technology transfer support. We have a scheme BIRAC Path. Suppose you have developed something. Now आपको पेटेंट फाइल करने का है, आपको टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर करने का है, आप खुद से टेक्नोलॉजी ट्रांसफर नहीं कर पा रहे, आप आइडेंटिफाई नहीं कर पा रहे कहाँ हम अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी को ट्रांसफर करें, IP फाइल करने के लिए आपके पास पैसे नहीं है, आप अपने IP को सिक्योर करना चाहते हैं, देन वी हैव ए स्कीम BIRAC Path. आप उसमें अप्लाई करो, हम आपको IP फाइल करने के लिए पूरा सपोर्ट देते हैं, आपकी टेक्नोलॉजी को ट्रांसफर करने के लिए वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग सपोर्ट. नेक्स्ट we have bio incubators and regional center network. This is old list. Right now we have 52 bio incubators all over India, and this regional center network, like we have at CCAMP, this break. These are regional center for biotech incubation center for BIRAC. We already more than 377 incubators in this incubator. We have see a square feet of incubation escape space. So we are for opening your companies, we are providing all kind of facility. BIRAC is for every kind of work what you want. BIRAC is there. Next. So these are social innovation immersion program scheme in which we have SIP center, जहाँ पे हम SIP fellowship प्रोवाइड करते हैं. इसमें क्या होता है, SIP center identify people, they keep them in the society and identify their societal problem, and then through the SIP fellowship, the SIP fellow converting their idea to the product. Next. So this is all overall BIRAC impact. That till date we have opened 51 bio incubator, more than 150 academia institutes supported, more than 1,000 beneficiaries supported. Throughout we have good impact. Next. These are our partners. Our partner is in all the Indian government funding agencies, our partner. Other than Indian government agency, Indian private agency as well as abroad, we have all partnered. They are partnering with BIRAC in one way or in another way. Next. These are the BIRAC supported products few list, which is already in the market, and very few. We have several more. Yeah, I think next. Yeah, thank you. So this is all about BIRAC. Means what we have. It is snapshot. There are other schemes. There are other way also through which we are supporting, but the main aim of the BIRAC is converting your idea to the product, and we are providing all kind of support for converting your idea to the product. Thank you. Now you can ask anything more about BIRAC.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for providing so many details about BIRAC and so many schemes.
I've tried to convey only those schemes and those which are means a path from idea, that is a big scheme, to the product, that is the BIPP. But there are several other schemes also we have, and we are providing all kind of support. So these are the main. But if you have any more queries, then you can directly write to me, or you can ask anyone to the BIRAC. They will provide all kind of guidance.
So there is a question, is there any IP related course?
No, we are not providing IP related course. Course is at DST, that IP Kiran Fellowship there. But we are providing, time to time we are organizing IP workshop at different universities and different, and also we are organizing road show for this IP related workshop. So it is not course, it is 2 or 3 days workshop. It is hands-on training and also, and we are providing support for filing the IP.
Okay, so when you mentioned that BIRAC is providing grants and even say master students can apply if they have a good idea. So if the product say doesn't meet the expectations, or say some failure is there, so does the candidate have to return the money or anything?
No. Failure is everywhere ना. तो उससे फेल हो जाओगे तो ऐसा नहीं कि पैसे दो, नहीं. It's not like that. You have tried, and you have not only tried. We are evaluating your project at each and every step. We are not giving money in one go that okay, take 50 lakhs and do your experiments. We are dividing the 50 lakhs in 3 milestones. That okay, first you will achieve this milestone, then we will give this 30% of money. This milestone, then you will give the next 20%. So we are also evaluating at each step. So if it is not your failure, it is our failure. As I already tell you, that you are not providing money only, we are providing assistance also.
How much of preliminary data is needed? Is it like almost all the research is already done by the candidate and then it should be applied?
No. As I've already told, it depends upon the scheme. Like if you are applying in biotechnology ignition grant, then there is requirement of preliminary data is nil. It is from idea. But if you have preliminary data, then it is your add-on. Chances of selection is high, but big is from idea to POC. AIR is from TRL3, means proof of principle to POC. It's like this. So it depends upon the scheme to scheme.
Okay, sir. I don't see any more questions. So I'll ask just one last question so that it is clear to students. What exactly is a bioincubator?
See,
you mentioned this, yeah.
Yeah, bioincubator is, I'm telling that, okay, suppose a fresh PhD student, postdoc student, MTech student, they have idea, okay, they want to do work, but they don't have any space where to work, okay. उनके पास लैब नहीं है, कंपनी नहीं, तो कहाँ काम करेंगे, उनका इंस्ट्रूमेंट नहीं है, आइडिया है, सब कुछ है, हमने पैसे भी दे दिए, लेकिन काम करने के लिए जगह, इंस्ट्रूमेंट, ये सब तो चाहिए. That's why we have integrated bio-incubator. That okay? These are incubator. यहाँ पे आप जाइए, आपको एक ऑफिस मिलेगा, ठीक है, और सारे इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन फैसिलिटी मिलेगी. आपको ये 50 लाख का हमने ग्रांट दिया है, आप इसके थ्रू आप एक्सपेरिमेंट कीजिए और उस इंक्यूबेशन फैसिलिटी का एंजॉय कीजिए, एंड यू कैन एस्टैब्लिश योर वर्क देयर. So these are the bio-incubator that incubation facility where you can incubate and perform your experiments.
I do not see any more question. There is one question: why we have less IPR related?
Please.
Is someone saying something? Yes,
Hello.
Dr. Pawan.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello. I'm.
I think Dr. Pawan was asking some question, but we can't hear him.
Okay.
Hi.
So what you are asking for IP? Hi. Network issue, I think.
Yeah, looks like some network issue. Okay. Yeah, so there is one question from a participant. IPR filing in India. So I do not know if we have enough time to discuss this question.
No, tell me, what is the question?
Yeah, why we have very less IPR related filings?
No, it is not like that. We have very less IPR related filing. We are, अगर आप filing के बात करें, तो we are filing a large number of IP in India as well as other countries also. But it depends upon the granted, how much it is granted. So for IP granting and IP, it all depends upon every kind of experiment. They are looking every kind of that. Okay, suppose we are also providing support for IP filing. So at that time, we are not saying that okay, your idea is great. We are also saying that what is the need, what is the market value. If it is, then only we will support. So that also means every kind of aspect they are looking, that freedom of operates and market value, and then only it is granted. But people are filing large number of IP. And next.
Okay, I do not see any more question. If anyone has any question to ask, they can unmute.
Hello.
And you can Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Then
Dr. Pawan, if you want to ask something and there is network issue, so you can write in the chat box.
Okay, yeah, actually, okay. So my question was that if somebody wanted to apply in BIREC for audible there?
Yeah. Someone wanted to apply.
Okay, yeah. So it's going. Okay. So suppose if I am expert in something else and my friend is expert in something doing something X and I am in Y. So how many of maximum number can you give me a little bit idea about that? For example, I work on protein and someone wanted to someone is expert in RNA. So we actually wanted to combine together a kind of collaborative kind of grant. So is there any scheme in BIREC that suppose my friend who is in India, sitting in India, is expert in DNA kind of stuff, and I am doing protein, and we collectively
all our scheme are
write a proposal and so.
Okay, I'm telling. All of our scheme is promoting the collaboration. If we are applying in a collaboration, then it is very much welcome. Okay, if you have expert in protein, someone is expert in RNA, so these are complementing each other. So it is good, and it is the chances of getting proposal is high in this case. But if we are asking that okay, that one person is in India and another person is in US. another person is in
Yes.
US. So they can collaborate, but the only funding assistance will be provided to the Indian person and not to the US person. Okay, suppose a total project cost, if both of you are applying, he can apply in collaboration with you, but BIRAC will provide support to the only Indian, not to you.
Okay, so
You
for
can,
example, if I live now in US and one of my friend is in India, and we combined our idea together and we applied for a project in your let's say institution. So if you are sanctioning them, the money should go to him, not to me, for example.
exactly,
What I
exactly.
understand.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Like say, I've already told that we have supporting right now 17 vaccine candidate for the COVID. Okay, but if you're asking that maximum Indian company is taking license or taking technology from the US only. So they are applying in
Okay.
collaboration with MIT, Jefferson University, um, Seattle. So, but we are we are accepting this proposal, but we are providing support to only Indian company, not to them.
And sir, second question is that this is actually a little bit. I'm a little bit inexperienced in these things. So how much detail you actually need? I listen to talk that if you have a preliminary data that is advantageous, but how much in initial stage how much details you require to get a go ahead with the second stage of or presentations stage?
So I'm telling them that it depends upon a scheme to a scheme. Suppose you are applying for biotechnology ignition grant, then it is for big is for ideation stage. Okay, it is for converting your idea to POC. So if you have, then it's good. If you don't have, then also it is not like that you are not eligible. Okay, because in big we are asking idea to POC, but in other scheme demands other like in BIPP we are asking that okay, proof of concept has been established, CRS POC has been established, AIR proof of principle has been established. So different scheme, different requirement. So you can check at our web page that okay, which scheme you are eligible for.
And one more question, sir. Sorry for asking too many
No,
questions.
you can.
So, and how do you expect us to return back the money? For example, if you are providing at 1 crore or 15 lakh to me, for example, or our collaboration. So, how do you expect us to return you back the money, or is it fine that if somebody
I'm telling. BIRAC is providing 100% grant. It is not loan. It is 100% grant. And if you are asking returning money, so we have only one scheme, BIPP, in which you have to return money in the term of royalty. Otherwise, in all scheme, we are not asking money back. It is 100% grant. It is not
but
loan.
looking, yeah, as you explained the presentation, out of 1,500, 250 grant was approved so far from 2012 to today. So this is, if I divide, it would be
Around 13%.
13%. So it's good. I think it's a very good statistic. So 13% people got jackpot in the case, for example, if they have idea, they got 50 lakh or 1 crore something. So so this leads to be my last question, that how confidential is the project detail that somebody submit in your institution?
BIRAC is 100%. BIRAC takes 100% confidentiality of your project. It is full transparent, means no data is going to anyone else. if you are providing proposal to assessing, evaluating someone, then first we are asking from them that, okay, declare any conflict and declare this confidential agreement. We sign confidential agreement and no conflict of interest, then only we will provide proposal to them. And okay, you can evaluate this. So it is 100% confidential.
Wonderful. So, and the last question, sir, this is little bit perplexing to me. From 2012, only 1,500 application was submitted of the India, because it was
See, for
130 crore population.
no, maybe
it's a little bit difficult to apprehend that.
No, I'm telling you, maybe our outreach is not perfect, so that we are not reaching every corner of the country. Right now, the maximum proposal is coming from South India only, like Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Pune. Means, in fact, we are not getting till date. We got only one proposal from Patna, and we have it is incubated in the IIT Patna, that is Bionic Hope, one company is there. Okay, we are not getting proposal from Northeast. We are not getting proposal from, in fact, West Bengal also. Very few. So somehow maybe it is our outreach, or also means they are not doing the product oriented research. They are doing basic science. This kind of maybe. So in each call, we are getting in the field of BIPP civil, if you are asking, so we are getting in each call around 100 maximum, both. But in PACE, we are now getting, in AIR, we are getting large number of proposals, but since they all are academia, so their mindset is different. Their faculty is generally doing research not for the product oriented, but these days IITs or different technical institute, there is a culture of product oriented research. Otherwise, the faculty is only oriented toward the publication, basic science. Means actually their problem is, unless and until they will not publish, they will not get a promotion. So their research is publication oriented. We are looking for product oriented. So this kind of means, okay, they are applying, but they are not getting. But definitely, in the as comparison to early, now we are getting more proposal. But earlier it was less. So as soon as we will reach each corner to the India, then we will get maximum number of proposal. Means, in fact, see, many of you are not aware about the BIRAC. What is BIRAC? Who is BIRAC? So if आपको नहीं पता तो आप डालोगे कैसे? हमारे आई डोंट नो कि इस अभी जितनी ऑडियंस हैं, इनमें कितनों को BIRAC के बारे में पता होगा? They don't know. But right now we are getting proposal, as means now BIRAC is well-known name, because we are providing and because we are evaluating proposal and giving money within 135 days of call close. आज अगर हमारी कॉल क्लोज होती है तो पूरी इवैल्यूएशन करने के बाद आपको हम पैसा 135 डेज के अंदर में फर्स्ट रिलीज करते हैं. And in fact, in the case of COVID, we have evaluated proposal in 15 days and we have released money in 25 days. And in the case of COVID, we got 1200 proposal and we evaluated all 1200 proposal in 15 days.
That's a great achievement, sir.
तो धीरज सर, मेरा भी क्वेश्चन है।
हाँ कुछ,
अगर पीयूष की तरफ से अलाउ हो तो।
हाँ
तो
सर।
मेरा क्वेश्चन बड़ा सिंपल है, एमएससी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, है ना, जो हमारे यहाँ बिहार झारखंड में हैं, और दे आर नॉट लाइक so hi-fi, doing like very like high throughput kind of research, due to like you already mentioned that proposals are very less from those areas. तो जो स्टूडेंट हैं हमारे यहाँ कर रहे हैं, तो उन्हें ट्रेनिंग की बहुत ज़रूरत है ना। तो हमारे यहाँ पटना में एक RMRI और एक महावीर कैंसर संस्थान है, आप भी वहीं से आए हैं, हम भी वहीं से निकले हैं। तो 2 इंस्टीट्यूट को अगर छोड़ दिया जाए तो उसके अलावा कोई है नहीं सेंटर। तो जब मैं बायोटेक कर रहा था तो एक बायोटेक कंसोर्टियम इंडिया लिमिटेड थी, जो DBT स्पॉन्सर्ड इंस्टीट्यूट
थी नहीं, अभी भी है
अच्छा तो उसका कोई संबंध बायोटेक के साथ है क्या?
BCIL भी बायोटेक DBT की कंपनी है, बायरेक भी DBT की कंपनी है। अगर हम बात करें, जब हम बायरेक स्टार्ट हुई थी तब हमारे पास इतने ह्यूमन पावर नहीं थे, तो हमारे लिए मीटिंग ऑर्गेनाइज करने का काम BCIL करती थी, ठीक है। अभी हम बायरेक के पास ऑलरेडी स्ट्रेंथ है। वी हैव स्टार्टेड, मींस व्हेन आई जॉइंड बायरेक वी वर ओनली 13, नाउ वी आर 165, ओके। सो अब बायरेक को किसी और एजेंसी की जरूरत नहीं, बट BCIL is still there and BCIL is still providing training to the industrial training for 6 months, and it is very well received from all over India. And earlier it was 5,000, now it is I think 8,000 per month or maybe more also. So and it is very good, but it is very good industrial training program and well received, and जो भी इसमें ट्रेनिंग करते हैं almost they got absorbed in the company also, so it is good.
दूसरा क्वेश्चन मेरा है, सब MSc लेवल के ही क्वेश्चंस हैं जो हमारे दिमाग में आते थे। तो उसमें क्या था कि जो इंटरव्यू प्रोग्राम था, तो उसमें मान लीजिए 10 बच्चे अप्लाई किए, तो मैं भी इंटरव्यू दिया था बेसिकली। लकली मैं नहीं गया, क्योंकि मुझे JRF मिल गया तो मैं उधर नहीं मुड़ा। तो पहला तो क्वेश्चन है कि वो पहले बायोटेक के लिए था, अभी क्या लाइफ साइंसेस के लिए ओपन है? जो बॉटनी, जूलॉजी, माइक्रोबायोलॉजी, बायोकेमिस्ट्री वाले हैं उनके लिए भी है, या केवल अभी भी बायोटेक वालों के लिए ही है?
अभी भी बायोटेक वालों के लिए है।
DBT स्पॉन्सर्ड वाले ही कर सकते हैं या किसी भी इंस्टीट्यूट से लोग कर सकते हैं?
आई थिंक DBT स्पॉन्सर्ड ही है।
अच्छा, और दूसरा है कि जो सिलेक्शन था ना, वो कभी समझ में मुझे नहीं आया, क्योंकि उसमें 3 क्वेश्चन था कि BSc कहाँ से किया, MSc कहाँ से किया और PhD कहाँ से किया। और थोड़ा सा अगर अंग्रेजी गड़बड़ हुआ आपका, क्योंकि बिहार उहार से हम आते हैं, तो उस समय तो अंग्रेजी फ्लुएंट थी नहीं हमारी, तो बस 3 ही क्वेश्चन था। उसके बाद चौथा क्वेश्चन कुछ पूछा नहीं गया, तो बेसिस सिलेक्शन पता ही नहीं चला।
वो तब की बात थी। तब तो अगर कोई एक लेटर लेके आ जाता किसी कंपनी से कि ओके ये कंपनी हमें ट्रेनिंग देने के लिए रेडी है, वो कहता ठीक है आप जाओ वहाँ पे, आप ट्रेनिंग कर लो, हमें तो पैसे देने, उनका काम आसान हो गया।
अच्छा,
लेकिन अभी BCIL की बहुत सारी स्ट्रॉन्ग नेटवर्क है, क्योंकि अभी जैसे मैंने बोला ना कि पहले इतनी सारी स्टार्टअप कंपनियां भी नहीं थी या इतनी सारी कंपनियां भी नहीं थी। अभी बायरेक के मदद से 500 से ऊपर कंपनियां खुली हुई हैं, स्टार्टअप कंपनियां। तो ये सारे DBT की नेटवर्क कंपनियां हैं, तो ये सारे BCIL के पास भी आती हैं, क्योंकि BCIL इन्हें जानती है। तो अब वो आसानी से लोगों को, बच्चों को एब्जॉर्ब करा पाती है। और इनफैक्ट अभी जो देखेंगे तो बच्चे भी ज़्यादा निकल रहे हैं, क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं है कि बायोटेक कम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं। सो अब उनका जो इवैल्यूएशन प्रोसेस अब ज़्यादा रिगरस है। अब आप जाएंगे तो हो सकता है ज़्यादा इंटरव्यू में क्वेश्चन पूछें।
अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा चीज़ है, तो जानने लायक चीज़ है क्योंकि मुझे नहीं पता था और मेरा तो कोई लिंक था नहीं, तो हम तो ऐसे ही जाते थे, दे के चले आते थे, हुआ तो हुआ, नहीं हुआ नहीं हुआ। तो लास्ट है जो आउटरीच की बात आपने भी की थी कि आउटरीच है नहीं हमारे क्षेत्र में, तो
ये देखिए संजीवनी फाउंडेशन कर तो रहे हैं आउटरीच, तभी तो मैं आउटरीच कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ सर, तो वही मैं
वो उनका फायदा नहीं हो रहा, मैं अपना फायदा कर रहा हूँ।
हाँ, तो ये तो बहुत अच्छा
मैं बायरेक को पहुंचा रहा हूँ बिहार में, भाई जानो, और यहाँ पे इंटरनेशनल लोग भी जान रहे, देखो न्यूयॉर्क से लोग बैठे हैं।
ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, और संजीव सर को थैंक्स इसके लिए कि इन्होंने काफ़ी जो है कि आपका तो यूनिक फील्ड भी है, जो हमें भी आइडिया नहीं था। बायरेक भले ही मैं DBT स्पॉन्सर्ड प्रोग्राम में पढ़ा हूँ, लेकिन मुझे बायरेक का आइडिया नहीं था। तो अभी जो है कि आउटरीच का प्रोग्राम जो है, तो हमें मोटिवेशन की ज़रूरत है बिहार में और झारखंड में खास करके। बिल्कुल ही साइंस का जो आउटरीच जो है ना, जो मिनिस्ट्री के कौन कौन से प्रोग्राम हैं, इवन प्रोफेसर्स को नहीं मालूम है ना। और इवन जो IITs हैं, फॉर एग्जांपल आप रेलवे में, आप कर्नाटका में ट्रैवल कीजिए और रेलवे गया में ट्रैवल कीजिए और पटना में, कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट माइंड सेट अलग है हमारे यहाँ, बिल्कुल ही, है ना। तो उस माइंडसेट को चेंज करने के लिए आउटरीच प्रोग्राम की ज़रूरत है। जैसे अभी आप एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे अभी टॉक दिए, तो इसके लिए कोई प्रोग्राम है बायरैक के पास जो कि रिमोट एरियाज में स्टूडेंट्स को जो बूस्टअप करे, मोरल बूस्टअप, की आप प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट की तरफ आइए और आपको फंड मिलेगा। देयर आर इनक्यूबेटर्स विथ अस, प्लीज कम एंड ज्वाइन।
बायरैक टाइम टू टाइम इन एवरी ईयर 30 to 40 ऐसे जगह पे जाकर वो रोड शो करती है और ये आउटरीच करती है, वर्कशॉप करती है और बच्चों को बताती है कि बायरैक जैसी कोई चीज़ है, प्रोडक्ट ओरिएंटेड रिसर्च जैसी कोई चीज़ है, IP असिस्टेंट जैसी भी कोई चीज़ है। तो इन सारे फील्ड पे बायरैक काम कर रही है। डेफिनेटली दे विल रीच देयर आल्सो। लाइक अभी जैसे पहले वहाँ पे IIT नहीं थी, जब से IIT पटना खुली है, IIT पटना में इंक्यूबेशन स्पेस है। एंड मैंने बताया कि वहाँ पे हमने एक कंपनी को सपोर्ट भी किया है। बायोनिक होप एक कंपनी है जो कि आपको इंजीनियरिंग हैंड बना रही है, रोबोटिक हैंड, ठीक है, कि अगर किसी का वार वगैरह में हाथ कट गया है तो उसने जो बनाया है कि आप डायरेक्ट यहाँ पे लगाओ, इस जगह से इस जगह से, यहाँ से कहीं मूवमेंट से उसका हैंड मूवमेंट करता है। और उसने हमें वो प्रॉपर डेमो करके भी दिखाया कि इसके उसके जो इंजीनियरिंग हैंड है, रोबोटिक हैंड, वो एक बोतल उठाकर वो दिखाया भी उसने कि इट इज़ वर्किंग। सो ऐसा नहीं कि लोग वहाँ पे काम कर नहीं रहे। अब वहाँ पे IIT पटना है, एम्स पटना है, तो वहाँ पे अब बिहार में भी लोग प्रोडक्ट ओरिएंटेड रिसर्च कर रहे हैं। और ये डिपेंड करता है माहौल पे। मैं अब सही बताते हैं कि आज मैं बायोटेक में हूँ। मैं जब बायोटेक में आया था तो मेरे को कोई बायोटेक में इंटरेस्ट नहीं थी, मुझे पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में इंटरेस्ट थी। मुझे पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन चाहिए, ठीक है, क्योंकि बाकी सब यूनिवर्सिटी 5 साल में भाई होगी ग्रेजुएशन, यहाँ तो पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में 3 साल में होगी। पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में, हाँ वही कह रहे हैं, पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में अब एडमिशन के लिए चाहिए 92%, 95%, वो नहीं है। सिर्फ उस समय था बायोटेक जहाँ इंट्रेंस के थ्रू होती थी। मैंने कहा हाँ ये तो मैं क्वालिफाई कर लूँगा। मैंने क्वालिफाई किया, पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन मिल गई। मुझे 3 साल में ग्रेजुएशन करनी थी, मैं इसलिए गया था वहाँ। बट पटना यूनिवर्सिटी में मेरे BN कॉलेज में आई थिंक वो फर्स्ट टाइम ये हुआ कि एक हमारे टूर हमने निकाला, ट्रिप, कि हम इंडिया में सारे जो लैब है वहाँ हम एक बार टूर पे जाएं। हम वहाँ पे से निकले, वहाँ पे एक जगह हम पहुँचे ICGEB, ठीक है, ICGEB न्यू दिल्ली। वहाँ पे हम एक साइंटिस्ट से मिले, चेतन चिटनिस, ठीक है, डॉक्टर चेतन चिटनिस से मैं मिला। मैं बहुत उनसे इम्प्रेस्ड हो गया कि वाह यार, साइंटिस्ट की भी क्या लाइफ है। मैं कहाँ ये बैंकिंग के चक्कर में पड़ा हूँ, मैं भी अब साइंटिस्ट बनूंगा। मेरे को चेतन जैसा बनना है, चेतन के साथ काम करना है। मैंने किया, मैंने फिर MSc किया, फिर मैंने PhD के लिए सबसे पहले ICGE में ट्राई किया। ICGE में मुझे नहीं मिली, तो मुझे चेतन के साथ उसमें काम नहीं कर पाया। फिर मैं पोस्टडॉक US चला गया मेरा, लेकिन चेतन के साथ काम करने का सपना खत्म नहीं हुआ। मैं US में मलेरिया पे काम करता था, वहाँ रहते रहते मैंने चेतन से कांटेक्ट किया। मैं इंडिया आया, मैं चेतन के साथ काम किया, चेतन के साथ में 1 साल काम किया, मेरा सपना पूरा हुआ कि हाँ मैंने चेतन के साथ कर लिया। तब मैं फिर बैरक ज्वाइन किया। तो इट डिपेंड्स कि आप कैसे इन्फ्लुएंस्ड होते हैं, ये भी है।
वो है इन्फ्लुएंशियल।
नहीं, जब तक आप बिहार से बाहर नहीं निकलोगे, थोड़ा अच्छे लैब इंस्टीट्यूट को नहीं देखोगे, आप प्रेरित नहीं हो पाओगे।
वो तो है, वही कमी है सर, और वही फिल अप करना है ना। बच्चे जब जागरूक होंगे तो जो है कि माहौल
तो
अच्छा
नहीं, तो
बनेगा।
जैसे हमारे टाइम में वो टूर निकली, वैसे अभी भी कॉलेज को इस टाइप के टूर का ऑर्गेनाइज करना चाहिए। कि जो इधर उधर थोड़ा ले जाएं?
तो मैं आपको बताऊं कि जब एमएससी में था तो संजीव सर जो हैं वो हमारे सीनियर हैं और आप उनके सीनियर हैं, हमारे सुपर सीनियर आते हैं। तो हम लोग एक ही यूनिवर्सिटी से हैं और मैं उनके जूनियर इमीडिएट। तो एक कोलकाता में कंपनी थी, वहाँ गए और यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ नॉर्थ बंगाल के ही वो प्रोडक्ट थे केमिस्ट्री डिपार्टमेंट का, केमिस्ट्री बहुत अच्छा है वहाँ का। तो वो जब हम लोग गए तो पूरा जो ग्रुप था ना उनके लिए पिज़्ज़ा मंगाया और कोल्ड ड्रिंक, और वो थी कंपनी के थ्रू, है ना, इंडस्ट्री स्पॉन्सर्ड थी। तो जो भी विजिटर थे तो उनको वही खाना मिलता था। तो मैं तो पहले देखी कि दंग रह गया कि माय गॉड इतनी अच्छी लाइफ है इनकी, पिज़्ज़ा लाइफ में नहीं खाया था, गया में कोई पिज़्ज़ा हट था नहीं है ना। तो बिल्कुल मुझे पता ही नहीं चला, मुझे लगा कि लिट्टी उट्टी है ना, हमारे यहाँ नमक डाल के बना लेते हैं ना, तो वही मुझे लगा। और उसके बाद वहाँ पे लगा कि वो इनको पैसा भी मिलता 40,000, उस समय तो 8,000 था स्कॉलरशिप, तो 40,000 उनको मिलता था। तो बड़ा ये आश्चर्य हुआ कि इतना पैसा है बायोटेक में। और तब लगा कि नहीं, बाहर में थोड़ा है, पैसा मिलेगा और दुनिया भी है, और अच्छे से लोग बड़ा नीट एंड क्लीन तरीके से काम कर रहे थे। बिल्कुल उस समय रोबोट का बात कर रहे थे वो, कि रोबोटिक हम लोग काम करेंगे, प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में थे, प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट में R&D उनका नहीं था। तो बड़ा ये देख करके इम्प्रेस हुए थे उस समय है ना। तो एमएससी लेवल पे तो दिमाग में यही चलता रहता है कि भाई क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, और हम तो कभी कैरियर डिस्कस नहीं किए हैं। ये पहला प्लेटफॉर्म मुझे दिखाई दे रहा है जहाँ कैरियर डिस्कशन हो रहा है कि कैरियर कैसे बनेगा। बस हम जानते थे कि एमएससी पास करना, बीएससी पास करना, एग्जाम लिख दो। एग्जाम के अलावा हमें कोई न टीचर डिस्कस करते थे और न कोई सीनियर आया करते थे। तो अच्छा है, थैंक यू।
हमारे यहाँ पेशेंस चाहिए, जब तक पेशेंस नहीं होगा कुछ नहीं होगा। क्योंकि जब आप बीएससी करोगे तो आपको कहेगा लोग अच्छे जैसे एमएससी कर लो, एमएससी करोगे फिर आपको कहेगा अच्छे जैसे पीएचडी कर लो, पीएचडी कर लो फिर कहेगा कि यार 2-3 साल कम से कम पोस्ट ऑफ एब्रॉड से करना जरूरी है।
एब्रॉड से करना जरूरी है।
बट मेरा मानना है कि नहीं, अगर आपको वापस इंडिया में काम करना है तो पीएचडी के बाद आप इंडिया में ट्राई करो लगने का, पोस्टक की ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है। क्योंकि अगर आप 5 साल पोस्टक करके आते हो इंडिया में, आप अगेन स्टार्ट करोगे असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर और साइंटिस्ट सी से। बट जो बंदा पीएचडी करके तुरंत लग जाएगा इधर, 5 साल पोस्टक करने नहीं गया, वो 5 साल बाद एसोसिएट होगा, आप उसके जूनियर होगे, दोनों एक साथ अपने पीएचडी खत्म किए।
वो है बहुत धैर्य वाला चीज है बायोटेक वो मेडिकल में जैसे हमारे दिमाग में चलता था कि एमबीबीएस हो जाएगा, तो अभी तो डीएम करना पड़ता है, एमबीबीएस करते हैं, फिर एमडी करते हैं, फिर डीएनबी करते हैं, फिर डीएम करते हैं, तब एक काबिल डॉक्टर कहलाते हैं वो, है ना। पहले हमारे दिमाग में था कि एमबीबीएस ही लास्ट है, उसके बाद पढ़ाई नहीं करनी होगी हमें, और हम जो है कि खूब सेवा कर लेंगे, लेकिन एमबीबीएस के पास तो
Lakshmi sir, I'll just announce end of the program and then we can continue this discussion. If you all want. Sanjeev sir, you can give the ending address.
Very thankful, Dheeraj sir, and also to all volunteers who have cooperated to organize all these functions. और लास्ट में ये कहेंगे कि ओवरऑल कंक्लूजन यही है जो हम लोग शुरू से ही बताते आ रहे हैं, इस फील्ड में हम लोगों को एक डिवोशन, और जब तक ये टेम्परामेंट, साइंटिफिक टेम्परामेंट नहीं होगा, तो अगर सिर्फ हम जॉब प्रोस्पेक्ट से इस लाइन को या इस फील्ड को सर्च कर रहे हैं, देन वी विल गेट फ्रस्ट्रेटेड इन दिस फील्ड। बट अगर हमारे पास पॉजिटिव टेम्परामेंट है और अगर हम लोग इसके लिए प्रिपेयर्ड हैं कि इस फील्ड में हम कुछ करना चाहते हैं, सो वी कैन अचीव। और सबसे बड़ा चीज जो कंक्लूजन निकल के आया, और हम लोग ड्यूरिंग ग्रेजुएशन से, जैसा कि सर बता रहे हैं, ग्रेजुएशन से में हम लोगों को एक अच्छा था कि हम लोगों के एचओडी डॉक्टर ए.के. गुप्ता सर थे, बहुत विजनरी थे और बहुत कुछ एक्सपोज्ड हम लोगों को ग्रेजुएशन के समय भी बहुत कुछ करवाए, और ऑलरेडी अभी भी टच में है और अभी भी उनका टेम्परामेंट वही है। तो ये चीजें हम लोगों के गाइड और कॉलेजेस से भी निकल के आता है कि इस फील्ड में एक्सपोजर बहुत बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, क्योंकि सबसे बड़ी चीज़ है कि हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम, क्योंकि एजुकेशन सिस्टम में ही हम +2 तक ही साइंटिफिक फील्ड के लिए हम लोग बहुत ज़्यादा गाइडेड नहीं होते हैं, ना अपने पेरेंट्स से, ना अपने सोसाइटी से, ना अपने इन्वायरमेंट से। तो ये एक बड़ा ड्रॉबैक है जिसको कि एक्सपोजर से दूर किया जा सकता है। एंड इस चीज़ को हम लोग धीरे धीरे कर रहे हैं, इसलिए और थैंक्स सर, जो आप लोग हम लोगों को कोऑपरेट कर रहे हैं। आने वाले समय में और कुछ हम लोग इससे भी अच्छा करेंगे, इसी आशा के साथ सबको थैंक्स के साथ कंक्लूड करते हैं। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू संजीव, बाय।